I dieted for the first time in my entire life, and these are the shocking results after just 1 week. And I want you to be selfish with these secrets. Don't share them with anybody. Shh. Welcome back to Lifestyle Nutrition with Brian Diamond, and today it's episode 9 of my signature show, Document with Diamond. Today, I am going to reveal all of my weight loss secrets. This mindset hack that you have to have will absolutely help you lose weight and keep it off and not regain the weight. So keep watching to find out. Alright, let's get on with the body stats for week 9. Why I put them down in red is because this is very important. Because if you don't know this, then you are
definitely going to fail.
So I gained weight, and that was only 100 grams up, and it may seem like,
oh Brian, why are you crying so much? Why are you being a baby? It's just 100 grams, man. It happens. It's not a big deal.
No, it is a big deal. You know why? Because when you look at this from week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until week 8, I've always lost weight. Even if it was like the lowest was 800 grams, I have lost weight. However, this week I gained weight. I can understand if I was in a calorie surplus, and if you don't know what a calorie surplus is, I made a whole video about it. Click this card, you can find out what a calorie surplus is. So now I gained 100 grams. It may not seem like much, however, it is actually a lot. I'll tell you why. So my body fat percentage went up by 0.1, that is from 33.6 to 33.7, and this is very crucial because I gained more fat even though I was in a calorie deficit. Now this is the second prong of the body's self-defense system, which is energy restoration. It conserves energy and makes you store more fat. That's what energy restoration is. And then my BMI went up as well to 35.7. Wow, that's 0.1 more than last time. Why? It's because of the fact that I went on calories. Because I went really low on calories, this is what happens. As you can see, so far there's a lot of green on the screen, which means there's a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of my measurements have gone down. There's only a few yellow here and there because sometimes it stays the same. Let's say 90% of it, or let's say 80% of it is green. So now on this week, almost 80 to 90% of the stats are all in yellow, which means they have not changed. They stayed the same. The only thing that went down was my waist by 0.5 inches. That's it. That's not much. And I was in a calorie deficit. I was starving myself because I overate calories in the last week and I used calorie cycling. This is where calorie cycling can be detrimental and disadvantage to your weight loss journey if you don't use it right, if you don't know how to use it. I'm the kind of person who likes to go extreme with everything. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe because I love Dragon Ball Z, I'm a Saiyan and I like to go, all out, push myself to my limits and even further beyond. Maybe that's why that happened. And when people do fat diets or yo-yo dieting, it's called, I'll touch on yo-yo dieting in a bit, but fat diets, yo-yo diets and crash diets, all of them work by doing this. They help you burn fat or lose weight in the short term by severely restricting calories, and when you are getting to your normal routine and stuff, then you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed, because what happens is your body already senses that you are putting yourself in a state of famine. You're in a state of controlled starvation or a diet. This is why diets fail. This is why the PhD in nutrition scientist I learned from Dr. Lane Norton made a whole series called Why Diets Fail. And to be honest, now this is where my weight loss secrets come into picture, because I don't use the word diet at all. I totally despise that word, because the moment you use the word diet, it gives a negative connotation, and in your head you're like,
oh, I should not eat this, I should not eat that. Oh my god, if I do this, I'll be going out of my diet. If I do that, I'll be going out of my diet.
All of that is bullshit, because when you were a kid, did you have any of these things? Oh, diet? No. See, I understand if you're an athlete and if you're training for a specific purpose, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're training for a specific purpose, it makes sense to do diets or extreme caloric restriction. However, if you are a normal person like me, sitting on desk working in front of this computer, I have a laptop right here. So if you are someone like me who's working on a laptop, sitting behind a desk, mostly sedentary for your day, so then dieting is not the answer. You need to be in a consistent energy restrictive nutritional plan or nutritional intake, let's say, because the word diet is a really bad word. So now all of these stats are yellow, they're the same. Now let's come to sleep. My sleep should have been a minimum of 7 hours a night is ideal. However, it's not realistic because of today's day and age of technology and whatnot. So getting less than 42, so 38 was not that great, but still okay. I got 32 hours of sleep this week. Maybe more, maybe less. However, the reason I put it in red is because I slept for 2 hours on 3 days, and the other 2 days out of the 5 days that I did not even take a bath while making my last week's Document of Diamond full week eating analysis video. If you want to know why it took so long, watch that video, click on this card and watch that video and you'll understand. So that's why that happened. And what I'm trying to say is that because of that, I did not sleep for a long time. I was so concentrated on my work because this is my job right now. This is my career, man. And by doing this, I focus more on my career, my job, and more to put out content, like really good content, to give you like really good stuff, really good results, to give you really good product, to give you something really good to watch, for you to understand, for you to be able to relate to. I had to do all that. I had to put myself through that. I intentionally ate whatever I wanted. However, it just came as a stray idea. I just capitalized on it and just went out with it. I should have done it in a controlled fashion, which I will probably do on week 16. However, for now, what I'm going to say is that that was really bad, because in the beginning, yeah, I can eat whatever I want. Moderation is key. It's all great. It's amazing. But when I think the day of the biryani, the day I ate the biryani, that was Wednesday, that's when everything started to go downhill, because I wasn't able to eat more of my usual daily nutrition, what I like. That's what happened. And because of this, my protein intake for the entire week came down to 788 grams. So that's almost 50% of what it's supposed to be. And that's bad. And I drank 15 liters of water the entire week. That's also bad, because I need at least 3 liters a day minimum. Some people might need 2, but a gallon or 3 liters of water is actually pretty standard for everybody. And so coming to the steps, I was so happy last week that I did 66,867 steps, which is 44.72 kilometers.
I was so happy.
However, I didn't realize that it would have a very negative effect this week. So this week I had only 39,687 steps. That's 26.6 kilometers. And I just did the math, and that's down to 59%. So my walking capacity, because I was not able to, I didn't have the energy, I didn't feel like it, I was very lethargic, I didn't want to do it. So that happened, it happened to go down to 59%. It's exactly a 41% decrease in my energy output. So 41% of my calories burned is gone. And yes, I was in a calorie deficit. However, I put it in red even though I was in a calorie deficit, because it was an unhealthy calorie deficit. The first 3 days were fine. Day 4 and 5, I really tortured myself to stay below my daily calorie intake, even with this calorie cycling going on, and I went really low. I went to 1,297 calories. By the way, for men, it's a minimum of 1,500 calories a day. I went 1,297 calories. I went less than the average calories per day for men. And if I look at my BMR online calculator, it was 1,700. So 1,300 is 400 calories less than my BMR. My BMR is my existence calories. If you want to know what BMR is, click this card and find out.
Crazy, man.
And my libido and sex drive literally was 0, because I was uninterested. I didn't even want to live. I was so lethargic. I was fed up of life. I didn't even want to work, man. I felt so bad to work. I was so uneasy. I felt nauseous. I had so many problems. I didn't like it. I didn't like how I felt at all this entire week. Honestly speaking, I'm 100% real with you. So this is how it was. And yeah, so what is the point? Weight loss should be fun. I created one of my Document with Diamond episodes. I don't know, Weight Loss Should Be Fun was the title. So if you want to watch that, click this card and watch it. So from Weight Loss Should Be Fun to now, I hate weight loss. That's exactly what happened. Everything was green. All these blue things are also basically green. Everything was green. Now everything is yellow, staying the same. They're not going down. And I have a lot of reds on my screen, which is bad. And in all the 9 weeks, this is the first week that I have input a red stat. You can go watch my previous videos. None of them have reds in them. None. Maybe they have the sleep, which was less, but nothing else. My fat never went up. Body fat percentage never went up. My BMI never went up. My weight never went up. And all of these things things happen only this week. Why? It's a cause and effect relationship of what I did last week, and because I did that last week, it happened this week. As simple as that. If you punch someone, it's gonna hurt. This is exactly what happened. So my body went into energy restoration, storing more fat, and also kind of preventing me from losing more weight, because it has detected that I'm putting my body in a state of famine. So now it's going to be really hard for me to lose weight again as long as I don't fix this. So I think I may have to increase calories and do a reverse serve or something. So it's going to be really hard, honestly. So next week, I don't know how it's going to look. Week 10, I'm going to do my best to eat the right foods, eat nutritious foods, and not let metabolic adaptations set in. By the way, the yo-yo, coming back to yo-yo dieting, when you see all these red things, when you see all these red stats, and most people, I'm pretty sure you do not track your weight like this on a spreadsheet or on a phone or app or something. You may not, but the general population does not do this. They just go stand on the weighing scale and they expect their weight to go down by doing nothing. No self-monitoring. I'll make a separate video about that in the future, by the way. No self-monitoring, no cognitive restraint. I'll make a separate video about that as well. So none of these things, they do none of these things, and they expect their weight to go down just by eating less. And let's say they follow some fad diet that they found on the internet. What happens is, this happens, and because they don't have the stats like I do to go and look back, they don't have that. Because they don't have that, what ends up happening is they get discouraged, they get depressed, they get fed up. They feel like, oh my god, I've put in so much of work, I tortured myself, I ate less food, I consumed less calories, I did all the stuff that the trainer told me to do, I did all the stuff that the guy on YouTube told me to do, I did all the stuff that the article told me to do, I did all of that stuff, but it did not work. Why? Because of this, because of metabolic adaptation. Crazy stuff, man. If you really want to understand why this happens, please go and watch Metabolic Adaptation. Click this card and watch it. I dieted for the first time in my entire life, and these are the shocking results in just 1 week. So don't share these secrets with anybody. Just keep them to yourself. Shh. So today is Monday, the 18th of April, and I recorded on Saturday, that was 16th of April. I recorded this entire thing. 98% of my videos have the black Nike tee. That's my uniform. And then I could not do it properly because I wasn't in the right headspace, because I wasn't consuming enough calories. And how do I put this? Now, Sunday, I thought I felt better. However, it wasn't really the case. I was still lethargic. I was still lacking energy, because as you can see, the intro that I did in the beginning of this video has no energy at all. And the intro that I did now has a lot of energy. And this intro is on Monday afternoon? And this intro is on Monday morning at 11:30 a.m. So this just goes to show that your nutrition can make you or break you. Because you see, I was focusing so much on weight loss and I did all of this. However, this was intentional, and since I'm a coach and I know how to do this, so I implore you, please do not even try this at home. And only if you have a coach, or if you hire me as your coach, are you allowed to even suggest that we try this. But what I did was way too extreme. Please do not try this. This is a disclaimer. Even if you are an apparently healthy individual, please do not ever try this thing what I did on episode 8. Whoa, that's the worst. I have to go and edit all of my descriptions and put this down, because this is something I realized too, since I did this for the first time in my life. So it's kind of like a constant learning. I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning, so we're happy learning, right? So today I'm going to start editing this entire thing, and yeah, so I'm trying my best to make it really entertaining, even though I wasn't that energetic on Saturday's video, which I recorded at 9 p.m. So I will do my best to make it entertaining with the edits. If you watch this far, please put down in the comments what were your hurdles when you went on a diet. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one.